Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create another area called logo. Now you can see at the moment I've got this sort of, this is the heading area. Um, the text here is centered. Now that's because in my text area header here I aligned the text to center. So if this is my sort of coding for text align. If I change that to left, you can see what happens. I've just gone into quick edit on that text area header, and then just closed it. It just saves you going backwards and forwards to the style sheet, and you can see there that's been run over there now to the left. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an area for my logo. All right, so again, I'm just going to come back into here, and within this area, this div area I've just created, I'm going to create another one. So again, go to class, and I'm just going to call this logo. Need to close it off with the brackets, and I am going to put a logo in here. So again, going to quick edit, it says, well, there's no attribute to that, so you're going to create a new rule, and that is my, so again, it's just really simple and easy to do, and then you can start typing in there. All right, so these were my sort of rules for previously, so you can see those there. So you can sort of grab those and copy them. I've just sort of done these earlier, so you can see this is that stuff here. So I'm just going to copy, this is from a previous style sheet just for speed, but you can just do that as well. So the width this time, I've done the width in pixels, and so I've done 150 pixels wide, 150 pixels in height. Again, I've floated it to the left. This time I've given it a margin of 5 pixels, and I've put a solid border around. Now you can see with the border, I've typed in solid and then green and then 3 pixels all in one line, and you can do that. So I am in my style sheet now, but when I go back to here, you can see that everything I've been using it, typing in my style sheet appears in this sort of mini window in there as well. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm just going to save that and see what that looks like. Okay, so it's in here. All right, so again, with my logo, if I click on there, did I give it, I'll give it a border of, but I didn't give it a background, so I'm just going to give it a background color. Okay, I think I'm just going to give this a background color of blue. Okay, doesn't really matter. So, but it's just there to show you what I'm doing. There we go. There's our logo space. It's 150 by 150. You can see it's got a little margin now of 5 pixels, and even though you can't see, it has actually got a little a boundary around it of a solid green. Okay, if I make that 30, you'll probably be able to see that better. Oh, okay. So it's not put it up. So maybe there's something there which I've missed out on. But we'll come back to that. What I need you to do first is just to make sure that you've got your height, your width. You're floating it to the left. You've got a margin, and I've got the. Okay, so maybe that's not picking that up. So let's just take that out. The border color. Let's try black, and then hopefully that will make it a solid 30 pixels. There we go. So you can see I've got something which looks a bit crackers. But that's just showing you that I can style that stuff there. So I don't really want it to be that much. I probably don't want any at all, but I'm just showing you what you can do. Okay. So again, if we just go back to save, okay, that's a bit better. All right. So can you create that as well for me, please?